the next we will talk about is the experimental method. Experimental method is the heart of psychology. Experimental method gives psychology the status of science. The fact that psychology is a science is because of experimental method. As we have already seen that psychology has been using observational method right from the beginning. William Wundt gave it an experimental approach in 1879. So the first approach which was used in psychology was only observational method, but Wilhelm Wundt was the first person in the year 1879 who used experimental method to study psychology, and with a modern perspective gave it a status of science, and it's because of that psychology got a status of science. Definition: experiment is an observation carried out in controlled situation. So what do you do? What is experiment? You try to understand a particular phenomena that is happening in front of you by controlling the situation that is around you. Experiment means purposive. Experiment means something which has a purpose. Second, it has something that has objective. Okay, and observation of the effect of the change made in one variable on the other variable made in a controlled situation. So they also try to understand the change that is happening in one variable, meaning in one thing happening, the change happening in one thing because of another thing. Why is that change happening? And that change is happening in a controlled situation. Third, an experiment is a situation in which one observes the relations between two variables. Okay, they try to observe the relations that is happening between two variables, or it can be two objects or two persons or two theories or anything. Okay, by deliberately producing a change in one and looking to see whether this alteration produces this change in another. So what they try to do is that they try to see if A is leading to B, okay, and is B leading to A back again or not. So that is experiment. Okay, that is two variables. If you see in a lab, you take one chemical, you take another chemical, you mix both the chemical, and you try to see the change that is happening in this chemical by mixing the other chemical. Then you try to mix this chemical with the other chemical to see whether the same change is happening or not. And it's in a controlled setting, it's in a laboratory, it's in a controlled area. Okay. Now what are the characteristics of experiment method? First is control. Whenever control is not exercised in a laboratory situation, while conducting an experiment, it would not be possible to know which variable is influencing the other variable. So they are saying that in laboratory, you have to control the situation, you have to control the environment that is around in order to see whether which variable is changing which variable, whether A is changing B or whether B is changing A. So in order to observe that, it is very important to control the situation that is around. Therefore, the experimenter during the experimental procedure controls all the variables except the variable which is under study. So whenever the experimenter is conducting a study, they control all the other variables that could possibly cause the change in order to perfectly see whether A is causing B. હવે એવું ન થઈ જાય કે C વેરિયેબલ આવી જાય અને C ચેન્જ લાવી જાય, so you won't be able to prove your theory. So you have to control the C variable in order to make sure that A is leading to B and B is leading to A. So it is very important for you to control the other variables which are there so that they don't cause change. For example, if one wants to study the effect of sleeping pills on work competency of an individual, then never select a subject who is habituated in taking sleeping pills, as an appropriate result will not be achieved. So here they have said, okay, let us say that I want to study the effect of taking sleep pills, okay, Suwani dawa, and how well am I able to work the next day. So I have to take a subject, or I have to take a person who has never been on sleeping pills or who has never taken sleeping pills, so that I can get perfect result. Let's say if I take a person who is in habit of taking sleeping pills again and again, then I won't be able to get the result which I want to see. Okay, so what they are trying to say is that when you are trying to study, you have to control other things which might be affecting the thing. B. Manipulation or change. Change or manipulation is an important characteristic of experiment. Okay, obviously change is something which you do see in in experimental method. Okay, if the change is not brought, then the situation would remain the same. If the change is not brought, the situation will remain the same. You won't be able to study, because of which study will not be possible. Due to this manipulation, the experimental method conducted in a laboratory situation can be considered to be more scientific as compared to natural observational method. More than that, the experimental can bring about the change in independent variable in any number of times. So what they are trying to say is that is why experimental method is more reliable than observational method, because you can change things that are around you. And whenever the experimenter is conducting the experiment, whichever variable is there, whichever variable which is independent is there, you can change it the way you want it to change. Okay, and that is why experimental method is more liked than observational method. For example, the experiment related to effect of noise and temperature on learning. So the experimental creates various situations, like experimental situation without noise, with little noise, and with lot of noise. In this way, the experimental creates various types of situation and then studies individuals' learning competency in a given environment when the change is brought about in them. So here they have tried to say, given you an example, that let us say I want to study the effect of learning in a child in various noise levels and temperature levels. So first I will tell a child to learn something with absolutely no noise. Then I will do little noise, then more noise, then more noise, and then I will try to understand how much the child has learned at different noise levels. So this is something which is only possible in experimental method. It's not possible in natural observational method. Next is repetition. As compared to natural observational method, experimental method has gained a higher status on reliability. Reliability is a trust. Okay, so natural observation करता experimental method पर વધારે લોકોને trust છે. Okay, this can be attributed to the characteristic of repetition, and one of the reason why people trust experimental method is because of repetition. You can repeat the experiment again, which you cannot do in natural observational method, which is possible in a laboratory situation. In natural experimental method, repetition of the same is not possible. That is why there is no chance of verification. So if you are doing an experiment in a natural setting, in a natural environment, you cannot repeat a particular experiment, okay, because it's not possible. And that is why you cannot verify something. Verify meaning tally न करी सको, फरीवार check न करी सको, okay. Therefore, observation done in a laboratory experimental situation is considered more reliable. Okay, that is why you rely more on experiment that is done in a laboratory. Studies based on the changes brought about in a variable from time and circumstances point of view is possible because of repetition. So, what type of changes are brought in various variables?